This is a year in the life of an author of pony books. I go to tons of live events every year and shows. So this is my first show. It is with the Irish Pony Club. And by the time I got home, my new book, The Galway Connemara, had just arrived. I was so excited to see it. So this book is like an Irish version of Black Beauty. And I was just absolutely thrilled. But I didn't have long because then I had to pack my car and it was up to Mountain View in Kilkenny for my first show of the season. This is a really nice place in Kilkenny. It opens every Sunday, tons of stands of all sorts, and I had all of my books here, all of the new Paddy the Pony books that were really popular, and tons of Connemara pony books and pony books for all ages, really. Then it was on to Bunratty Castle. This is in Limerick. They had a few shows there. Then I was back home to see my horses. That's Ozzy there. Matilda is somewhere too. Then I was back up to Kilkenny again for Mountain View. They had some new traders there, so it was great to make some new friends. I had all my books here. My Galway Connemara book is here. I was really curious to see how it would go, but it was really good. I had a few days at home, so it was time to walk the dog. This is Benji. He's a fox red Labrador. He loves water. And then back inside for some computer work on my apps. This is a pole work app that I have that's a lot of fun. And then I was so excited. Another box had just arrived in the post, and this was another new book that I just finished, 151 pole work exercises for horses. I was so happy with the way it turned out. It's got so many exercises in it. It's a little crazy. It'll keep you busy. Then I was off to a dog show with Benji. He didn't quite know what had happened, but he got on really well. Then I was up to Kildare, up to a dressage event, and then I hung out with my friend, so she was doing some showing. Then there was no rest for the wicked, and I was down to Cork show. I had a bigger stand than I thought I was going to have, so I had to rush around and get 2 tables, but that all worked out really well. And then it was over to the Pony Club Minimus, where I was set up, and I had all my new cute pony tablecloths and backdrops that I wanted to set up. Then I was up to Abbey Leake's house in County Laois, and they have a beautiful courtyard, and they had gazebos and stands the whole way around. The weather was beautiful. It was so hot, and they had a trad band playing there, which was a ton of fun. And as usual, I had tons of pony books. The Galway Connemara was still going really well, and everyone loved my Connemara pony books. Then it was up to Dublin very briefly, and then it was down to the Pony Club Festival in Barnadown in Cork. This was really, really good. Met lots of really nice riders and ponies, and then it started to rain, so I did go home early. But when I went home, then what was waiting for me but a surprise new pen and a mouse pad. And then I got this idea to do dyslexia friendly books, and they had just arrived, so I'd ordered 3. So I had Sinead and Strawberry, the Galway Connemara, and the Forgotten Horse, and they use a special font that makes it easier to read if you have dyslexia. I was really curious how they were going to go, so I brought them up to Tullamore show for the first time, and I asked everybody what did they think, if they were interested in any of the books, and it was crazy. I actually nearly sold out of all of the dyslexia friendly books. I did not expect it at all. So then by the time I went up to the RDS Dublin Horse Show, I'd really, really few books available on my stand for the first day, so I had to get like extra dyslexia friendly books driven up from home and brought in really early on day 2 to make sure I had enough books for anyone that was going to come over looking for the dyslexia friendly books. I did get to see some beautiful horses once or twice at the horse show, which was really, really nice. And yeah, just the classes up there, I could just watch them all day. The Connemara classes, amazing. So this is an author's view at the RDS, what I see behind the table. And then September came around, and it was down to the ploughing in County Laois. I had a really nice space at the ploughing. I was in the National Enterprise tent. Again, brought all the books down. It was absolutely amazing. I probably will need just to collapse after it, but loved every moment.